Here, time isn't measured by a clock. It's measured in layers of dried mud on a forgotten machine. And my journey begins not with a destination, but with a decision to confront the stagnation. To take a machine apart is like untangling a knot in your soul. You have to look deep inside, test the layers of grime to find what caused it to stop. It's hard-clogged with years. Cleaning it requires more patience than skill. Washing it isn't just about cleaning metal, it's about giving it a chance. When the last of the mud washes away, I can see the hidden potential. Then comes the reassembly, an almost meditative precision. Every bolt, every small part, must return to its rightful place. Because resurrection is built from the smallest of things. The sound of the grinder shatters the silence. It is the sound of change, grinding away the rust of the past. Under the pressure of water, the old is forced to let go, leaving only a naked frame, an original truth, ready to be dressed in a new identity. I'm not just fixing a motorcycle. I am learning how to piece things back together. The black paint goes on, not to hide, but to create a solid foundation for the future. From that foundation, a new form slowly emerges. The heart of the machine is set in place, heavy and full of promise. The wheels are attached, ready to roll forward. Each part connects to another, creating a greater whole. A lesson in dependence and trust. No single piece is redundant. And then, it stands, complete. No longer the old bike, it is a new being. And the first ride is always a test of faith. But sometimes, the work takes me deeper into the woods, where other machines are waiting, in the heart of the wild. They are abandoned, weak, and helpless. Repairing something out here has no conveniences. It's just you, the machine, and an understanding. You have to listen to the cries of the metal, to know where it hurts, and then, with your bare hands, you bring it back from the dead. Every day is a different challenge. A different machine, a different story. Take it all apart, so that nothing remains a mystery. Expose everything to the light. The water washes away both the dirt and the excuses. The fire from the grinder forges new resilience. New coats are hung up, drying in the silence. Every part is reborn, ready for a new life. The reassembly is a dance of precision. The wiring, the veins of life. The handlebars, which set the course for the journey. The headlight, to illuminate the path ahead. Even the heart of the machine requires special care to clear the invisible blockages, to wash away the residue of a tired past, so that when it wakes, it beats with a strong, clean pulse. This work demands patience. There are no shortcuts to resurrection. It starts with the most basic things, powder and water. To apply a new coat of paint, a new layer of protection. Then, back inside again, where the gears tell a story of wear and tear. Removing what no longer serves, even the smallest part, and replacing it with a new beginning. This is surgery for the soul of the metal. And sometimes, you need a helping hand to lift a shared burden. Because this rust doesn't just belong to the machine. The fire ignites again, we're forging the will. Focus returns to the heart. Carefully, piece by piece, the frame begins to take shape again. After each step, a clean-out. To prepare for a new coat of paint, a new future. The process repeats. But it is never boring. Because each time, the result is a unique revival. Clean, grind, taint, and then back to the core. The engine, where all the power is held. Taking it apart, with no fear. Putting it back together, with all respect. You have to understand the anatomy of a breakdown. To understand the architecture of resilience. Every part that is cleaned is a memory that is cleansed. Until only the naked truth of the metal remains. Ready to be reassembled with a new purpose. Once more. From the fragments, a whole takes shape again. The front forks, the handlebars, everything returns to where it belongs. Connections are made. And a new machine waits to breathe. And then, I face the greatest challenge. A ghost in the bushes. Not just abandoned, it was destroyed. A charred skeleton, a story that ended in fire. To pick up its pieces is to pick up a pain. To cut away the parts that cannot be saved. And to carry what's left back from the edge of oblivion. This work is more than repair, it is a salvation. Dismantling what remains. To search for even a single spark of hope. grinding away the charred skin to find the gleam of metal beneath. Tainting it with a new life, the color of fire and of purity. Hanging them up, to let the past dry out, so the future can begin. And then, the rebirth commences. From the ashes, a form is rebuilt. Stronger, brighter. Because it has been through hell and back. Connecting the final wire is to reconnect a life. And it stands, a monument to defiance. Proof that no end is ever final. After the machines that tell personal stories, come the machines that carry the weight of the earth. Their hearts are bigger, more complex. And my work becomes quieter. Cleanse. Forge. With an unchanged focus. Because these machines don't just serve me. They serve this land. To revive them is to revive a part of the community's life. Reassembling the heart of the earth. The crankshaft. The cylinder head. Coating it in a new color, the color of life. And cleaning up to prepare for a new harvest. Because the work never ends at the workshop. It continues in the fields, where the machines are returned to their purpose. It is a cycle of giving and receiving. Some days, the burdens are even greater. A sleeping giant of steel and iron. Waking it requires more than tools. It requires ingenuity and strength. Using the laws of physics to defeat gravity. To lift its heavy heart from its chest. To expose it to the light. Lowering it to the ground, where all things are equal. And then, I return to the familiar work. Searching for the faults, the fractures. And then lifting it again, returning it with new life. Placing it back into the giant's body. Checking every connection. Tightening every belief. Until it is ready. The hat shields the sun, but not the determination. A final look, a quiet satisfaction. Everything is in its right place. The giant is ready to wake. And this last drink of water is not just to cool the engine. It is a blessing for a new journey. Whether it's the smallest machine, or the largest, it all begins with a spark of faith. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel, Mechanic, for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.